Hello, I'm Ravi. I'm from India. I recently finished my graduation from Concordia University, Montreal, Canada. So I did my master's in quality systems engineering. It was an applied science course where I got an opportunity to do research for my professor in computer vision domain using statistical machine learning models, where I got a chance to work with the techniques like MCMC and PCA and all other kind of stuff using Bayesian algorithms. So I worked with asymmetric generalized Gaussian mixture model, which was proposed by us. It's a variation of Gaussian mixture model. It can be said that it is an extension of Gaussian mixture model with two other parameters added to it. So these works were published in well-known conferences and journals. So after my master's, I enrolled myself into a short yoga program to make myself ready before I take up a job. So this program included me waking up around 4:30 a.m. in the morning and doing my yoga practices, and also I was allocated to IT department of that yoga institution. It's a well-known institution. It's Isha Foundation, run by Sadhguru, who's heading Save Soil Journey these days. So after I recently ended that, and now as I was looking for job, I found Fellowship AI as one of the listings, and I really found it interesting because the way that it is trying to provide a good platform for machine learning graduates before they take up a good job, and with a great mentorship that was mentioned in the site. So as part of that, I applied to Fellowship AI and took up a challenge which is dealing with computer vision. My research also included techniques that I had to propose for computer vision, and also few of them were around speech recognition. So I have a little bit background on computer vision, so that motivated me to take up the computer vision challenge. As I mentioned, my expertise is not in deep learning, but whichever job that you touch these days is in deep learning domain. I wanted to understand the core of machine learning, how it was back then, so that motivated me to take up machine learning and statistical models. But yeah, nonetheless, deep learning also, it's not a big thing for me, as I come from the same background. It was not a challenge for me to understand how a convoluted neural network works. But yeah, it was first time me implementing something in deep learning where I had to explore deep learning first and then come up to this challenge. Before my masters, I belonged to a full stack developer community where I had to work with React Native, Node.js, and all this stuff. But somewhere in me, there was a longing to learn machine learning. So that motivated me to take up my masters in machine learning. So yeah, coming back to the challenge, I got to know that PyTorch is the leading framework that's been used in the professional community for deep learning. I went through PyTorch, and then I found out that FastAI is some other framework which is built on PyTorch to make lives easy for people like me. So like that, I went through FastAI and also learned how to implement transfer learning using FastAI. So it took me around 10 to 12 days to come to a point of the challenge. I cannot claim that I solved the challenge completely and I'm successful, but I reached to a very good point. I am really proud of myself with the progress that I have made in past 2 weeks. So this was my approach. As I said, I'm really new to machine learning. New to deep learning. So first I went through all the basics of how deep learning works and what is a convoluted neural networks and what are the filters and kernels and stuff like that, and then got into the work where I tried directly importing the images and then giving it to the model, and that didn't work out. So as I came to I noticed that the data set that's been provided, it's an imbalanced data set with a minimum of 27 images and the maximum of 200 sort of images. So then I learned about what data augmentation techniques are in deep learning, and what oversampling is, and how to make the classes balanced so that we don't get into underfitting or overfitting problems. So then again I went into how to reduce the loss using different different heads. That's what it's called. There's a function called create head, which takes input of neurons, I guess. So I explored that concept and added a new head, and that reduced a loss. So these are all things I followed. But anyhow, this opportunity really looks really great for me to climb another step in my career. So I'll go ahead with providing the link to you, and it's up to you on how it goes. Thank you so much for the opportunity.